Start up. Alright. Now I just need to get onto here. Perfect. And I can hear my I almost said my audio. What the Anyway, sorry. I was gonna say I can hear my audio. So, yeah, just fired up the stream a little early. Just wait on one more person, I believe, and we'll get the show on the road for this endurance championship. Yeah, I'll be solo commenting this event. The commentary I usually would be with Lane Everingham is reserved for today, as you can probably see on the leaderboard. There he is. Alright. Hello there, Ferrari Pro. Good to see you in the chat as well. But yeah, as you can see there on the left-hand side of the screen, it's the Formula Endurance Championship for Tier 1. It's something a little different though we're using. We're using the League Racing tab. If you've ever seen that, it's basically like you can do it in game rather than, let's say, doing like several times do a online lobby. Yeah, Plebs like created this thing through RaceNet. So yeah, we're just doing it through that because he wanted to test it and see if it works properly and whatnot. So yeah, we've got everyone, it looks like. Of course, that's still a thing. The voice chat's suspended crap. Anyway, I see a few people running up. Alright, there we go. There's the timer. Alright. So, yeah, we'll get going, and once we fade to black, we'll get the introduction underway. Fortunately, though, it won't have to be too long of it. Thank you, Scotty, for the lineup as well. Yeah, I was gonna do that as well. But yeah, thank you. Alright, perfect. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first round of the Formula Endurance Tier 1 Championship here on Race Spec Esports. I'm K997, your commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at the Shanghai International Circuit for the Chinese Grand Prix. It was first opened back in 2004, the same year as the Bahrain International Circuit. This circuit is also about the same length, almost about, as the Bahrain Circuit, if you think about it. It's a 5.451 kilometer racetrack consisting of 16 turns into DRS zones, one that leads down the main straight, heading to the snaily section of turn 1, 2, and 3, and the other one is down the back straight where the exit of turn 13 that leads down the long back straight to the heaviest braking zone of the racetrack of turn 14. It hasn't really had the greatest in terms of reputation of racing here at Shanghai in its previous years, not because of basically it's not really the most exciting racetrack. It's more of the most blandest racetracks on the F1 calendar. It has had some couple of great moments, of course, in its previous times. It's also been absent in the Formula 1 calendar for the past few years. That's because of the COVID pandemic that happened back in 2020. The last time we raced in China in real life was in 2019, which was also Formula 1's 1000th Grand Prix. But this year, though, in 2024, this racetrack will come back to the Formula 1 calendar. However, though, it's going to be a bit different because it will also be the first sprint race in that time frame. Now, of course, we won't have to deal with that here, but it's going to be interesting how the real-life drivers deal with that sort of thing, the sprint track around here, considering that they have not raced here for about 3 years. That's, yeah. So, basically, if you want the idea of where to overtake around this racetrack, there are a couple of areas you can do so. Down the main straight to lead into turn 1 has a pretty unique way you can try. Of course, like I said, it's a bit of a snaily section of the racetrack. Turn Oh, goodness me. Turn 6, the right-hander at the end of that whole complex, the end of the first sector, could be another overtaking spot. And then, of course, down to turn 14 with the aid of DRS down the back straight away. But that's pretty much it into the introductions. We can now fully focus into qualifying. Yeah, we'll go one by one with driver introductions and teams, etc. So, as you can see, that's the Ferrari of Blake Stevenson. He'll be driving that for this season. He will be driving alongside Daniel Koo. In the Red Bull team, we have Jack Preslin or Orphan Drop, along with Matt Plevy. Then in the Mercedes is Baxadell and Spicy Salami. They, I think, have been familiar with being teammates with another in Elite Series, if I recall. Aston Martin is Davis and Alex, and then in the McLaren is Steely and Let me see that again. Levi Tiger Pants. I'm not. I've heard of I've heard Steely. I don't know Levi. I'll just call him Levi. Alpine, Ross Graham, I obviously know him from Elite Series, Prezzo F1. Of course, he is a driver who has raced in the Tier 2 and Open Tier 1 series. Williams, it's G-Force Pato and Lane Everingham. I think they're just reserving for this occasion, though. The Haas team is consistent. Goodness me, has Aiden and Farmer Sam. I've heard Farmer Sam's a pretty quick driver, so maybe it's another driver we might see fight against the likes of Matt Plevy or Spicy Salami or Baxadell, who also I expect them to be pretty quick. Alfa Romeo is Ben Pi and Scully, and then AlphaTauri is Apollo Pepsi, who I also know from the from Elite Series, and yeah, Dachi from I've seen in one occasion in the Endurance championship back in season 7, I believe it was. Yeah, it does seem a bit weird. I do agree with that, Ferrari Pro. But yeah, that is something we are going to see in real life. Actually, there's another thing I have to do. Because this is the Pacific side of things, I gotta put it in kilometers per hour. Because I have it in miles an hour. It's an alright circuit, but I don't mind it driving-wise, but I know it's not the most inspirational track to look at. Anyway, we got a couple of times on the board. Laban Abraham is at the top of the time sheets with a 1:32.4, along with Prezzo with a 1:32.7. Blake Stevenson, as you just saw, was doing a time on the intermediate compound tire. And I think Daniel Koo is about to do a lap. We'll run along with him. Give a tour of the racetrack as he heads down into turn 1. Through this long right-hander of corners here. Turns 1 and 2. And then down into turn 3 and the kink of turn 4. It's a bit of a slow, low-speed corner. You got to get the traction, the power down as best you can. Through the kink of turn 5, up towards turn 6. Braking just at the 100-meter board. Down to 3rd gear, down to 2nd, then short shift up to 3rd. That heads out of turn 6 onto the sweeping corners of turn 7 and turn 8, keeping it flat out as well, and then lifts off at turn 8, and then into turns 9 and 10. Down to 2nd gear, 3rd gear now at the mid-apex, then 4th gear as he wraps around the corner. He's got a car in front, that's a McLaren, hopefully he'll get out of the way. Into another heavy braking zone at turn 11 and 12. To these on right hand. That McLaren is not getting out of the way, and yeah, that might have compromised his lap. Considering he's on the intermediate tire. That is the one downfall I hate about when drivers do something like that. There's someone on a dry lap, with dry tires on. Yeah, kind of compromises the lap. Anyway, though, into the heavy braking zone of turn 14. Then short shifts up to at the exit of 14. Lean to the kink of 15. Yeah, that kink there, that's a corner on the track map. Down to turn 16, the final corner. Bit of a tricky corner. It's going to be a little bit more tricky with these cars, I imagine. As Daniel Koo is ahead by nearly a second to Dashi with a 1:30.783. But I imagine, though, that time would have been a little bit more faster if he was not impeded by that McLaren. But yeah, you can see Dutchy with a 31.7, and then Farmer Sam with a 31.9. Alex with a 32.2. Banana also has scratched into the timing sheet with a 32.4 as well. About 2/100ths off of Lane Everingham. Aiden with a 32.5. Jack Presler with a 32.7. Actually a little bit ahead of his brother at the moment. And Bags Liddell now goes into second place on the timing sheets with a 1 minute 31.593. Still not in the 30s, but he's a long way behind though by about nearly 0.8 of a second. Yep, it is definitely back on the counter. As I mentioned before in the introduction, it is going to be a sprint format. I honestly, I'm not sure if I agree with that, but that's what Formula 1 decided on, I suppose. Let's see, Matt Plevy just more of his tires getting ready there. Spicy Salami doing exactly the same thing. Well, it's Sebastian Spicer, but I'll refer to his PSN name. His PSN name is Spicy Salami. Steely, though, had to negotiate Matt Plevy there as he was warming up his tires. Hopefully they didn't impede him. Steely up towards the end of the middle sector, heads down towards turns 11 and 12. Clips the curve there on the left-hand side. Bit of a slow section, of course, and then you got to get around this long right-hander of turn 13. Bit of a tricky traction zone as well. There are a couple of areas like that around Shanghai. Especially not to mention as well that this track is not the greatest on tires as well. It's a bit of an abrasive surface around this place. Steely getting around turn 14. Down to second gear. And heads up towards turn 16, the final turn. Apex speed about 175 or so kilometers per hour. Crosses the line, so it's a 33.4. Alright, Spicer, let's see what you've got in store. I know how quick you can be. He is in the, oh, okay, so apparently with this league racing thing, this league racing mode, doesn't give you your car number, it gives you the drivers, the official drivers on the grid's car number. Okay, interesting. That's something I just found out because, yeah, Spicer's number is 44, which is Lewis Hamilton's number. Oh, shut up, Bob. Go away. Alright, anyway. Spicer up towards the middle sector. Clock says for him a 51.2. He's also purple to the middle sector according to the minimap. Let's see here. Matt Plevy. He's also making his way to the middle sector as Apollo Pepsi has crashed out at turn 13. There is an Alfa Romeo coming to the scene. Banana is coming up to the scene of that. I think his car was somewhere there. I did see that's where the yellow flags were. Anyway, he is out of qualifying. Or is that him? I don't know. There is another AlphaTauri going slowly. Oh, okay. Interesting. Anyway, Spicer will head up towards the start-finish line. Only second fastest, and still, Daniel Ku's time is still way quicker than Spicer's time by about less than 0.8. Meanwhile, Matt Plevy coming around turn 14 and 15. I don't know. It's just bots for iPro. Matt Plevy up towards the start-finish line will set a 31.2. That's about less than half a second behind Daniel Ku at the moment. Who I think is just coming... Oh no, that's Blake Stevenson actually. That was just coming out of the pits. Yeah, curious to know what happened to Paulo though. Unless he did, I don't know if he did crash at turn 13 or if he just retired on track. I did see an AlphaTauri moving slowly. But then yeah, I saw the yellow flags were indicated at turn 13. I thought it might be him. There's yellow flags at sector 2. That's just for cars getting out of the way, of course. As we're riding along with Scotty at the moment in the Alfa Romeo. As up towards turn 14. Entry speed at 327 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it's a bit of a fast, long straight as well. As Scotty heads around the final corner now. To the line he comes. We'll set a 32.108, about 3/100ths quicker than Lane Everingham at the moment. Who just improved on his time, actually, with a 32.1. Prezzo also did the same thing just a little bit ago as well with a 32.242. Meanwhile, Levi making his way through the fast sequences of turns 6, 7, 8. Now through turns 9 and 10. Heads up towards the middle sector. See what the clock says for him. He's up by 3.3 seconds, according to the timing screen. We'll head around turn 13. And we'll head onto the long 1 kilometer straight. I think it's about 1 kilometer if I'm correct. Aston Martin, they're getting out of the way. We'll head up towards now the heavy braking zone of turn 14. Hits the entry speed at 327 kilometers an hour. Apex speed about 80 kilometers an hour. That's obviously how big of a difference it is with these Formula 1 cars. It's quite insane how much they slow down at such a heavy area of heavy braking zone of track. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest. But anyway, Levi, second position with a 1 minute 31.141. Roscoe Arm, he also seemed to improve as well with a 1 minute 31.796. 2 100s away from Aiden at the moment. Let's see. Alex bails on his lap, I believe, goes into pit lane. Just to clarify, everyone is on softs, right? Yeah, everyone's on softs. Okay. Good to know. Alright, Davis, are you pushing? Let's see. Yeah, I think he is. He was keeping it flat through turn 7. Now comes through turns 8, 9, and then 10. Modulates the throttle there at the exit of... Oh, so that's a little bit too much curve there on the outside. There at turn 10. It says he's up by 3.1 seconds. So we'll see what that will be in relation to the time you'll set. As he heads around turn 13. And down the back straightaway, we'll open the DRS right about the Aramco sign, and then he'll head down towards turn 14. We've seen cars at about 327 kilometers an hour. Just ticking 326 kilometers an hour there, Davis. So he might be carrying slightly a bit more downforce compared to some other drivers. As Davis will head up towards the finish line, we'll set a 1 minute 31.820. Gets ahead of G-Force Pato, who currently occupies P11. I think he's also on another flying lap, if I'm correct. It says he was down by 32 thousandths of a second, but I imagine he could try to find more time. I don't think he'll do it like that, though. Oh my god! How on earth did he point that thing in the right direction at the exit? I don't know. And he's up on his time, actually. I'm amazed. He was sideways at the exit of turn 10 and managed to keep the car on the road. I'm amazed by that. That was great skill. That would be one of the best saves I've seen in qualifying. And I don't think he didn't use DRS. No. I didn't, yeah, because I noticed the green line didn't pop up on the telemetry, so he must have bailed on the lap. Yeah. Blake Stevenson has been disqualified for facing the wrong way. Oh, he's at turn 13. Yep, that's where he was. He must have spun. There's the car there. Wait. On the minimap, it looked like it's teleported. Okay. Yeah, no, the car was right on the left side of the road. How did he do on the left side of the track? Oh, quite interesting, but okay. Well, Aston Martin there behind as well. Was Davis on the lap? Oh. Maybe wasn't. I don't know. Oh, he might have been on the lap. He's low on fuel. Oof. That might have Dutchy be in a bit of trouble there then, if that was the case. Because yeah, it looked like he was on a flying lap. I didn't see the outlap thing indicated, so yeah. And Davis has retired, so yeah, that was gonna be his final lap, and it's been completely ruined by Dutchy. Well, speaking of which, he is up by just nearly a tenth and a half to the first sector. Everyone else getting ready as well, as you can see. Lane is just starting his flying lap as well, his final flying lap. Same with Alex and Jackie Prez. Oh, sorry. There's Jack now. He is up by over 7/10 of a second. We'll head up towards the line and set a 1 minute 31.6. A really good time there, actually, by Jack. All right. Prezzo getting ready. Lane, I did not quite catch what his first sector was. Where is Dutchy? There he is. All right, to the back straightaway he goes. DRS wide open. We'll head up towards the hairpin of turn 14. Entry speed about just ticking 328 kilometers an hour. Apex speed about 69 kilometers per hour, not miles an hour. Around the final corner now, up towards the line. We'll set a 131.1. Daniel Koo, meanwhile, is up by 72 thousandths of a second to the first sector. Spicer, meanwhile, is coming up to the first sector as we speak. Clock says for him, he's up by 75 thousandths of a second. What about his teammate in the Mercedes? He's up by 69 thousandths. Oh, actually, Bags does have a racing number, I just realized. Wonder why Spicer doesn't. Anyway, let's see. Daniel Koo up by 79 thousandths of a second. Levi, meanwhile, making his way up to the first sector. Let's see what the clock says for him. He is up by 19 thousandths of a second. As Lane Everingham, let's see, to the first sector. Oh, actually, I think he might have just done his time there, 31.7. Spicer coming down the back straight away. Matt Plevy, meanwhile, is up by 15 thousandths, heads around turns 9 and 10. Let's see here, Daniel Koo about to cross the line. He just did now a 30.558. He improves by 0.2 of a second. Levi, meanwhile, is up by 51 thousandths of a second. Matt Plevy making his way around the right-hander to 13. Spicer will about to cross the line. It's only good enough for seconds with a 1 minute 31.0. As Bags Liddell beats him by 0.4 of a second with a 1 minute 30.6. Roscoe Arm goes to fourth with a 1 minute 31.0. Very good lap time indeed. What about Matt Plevy? Does he have an answer to this? Does Levi have an answer to this? Let's find out. As Matt Plevy's up by 0.2, he'll cross the line. It's only good enough for third. What about Levi? Can he do it? Oh, he can't. It's only third as well. He bumps down Matt to fourth. 130.835 to Matt Plevy's 1 minute 30.843. Oh, dearie me. Beats him out by 8 thousandths of a second. But that's qualifying, I think, done and dusted. It's Daniel Koo on pole position here in China with a 1 minute 30.558. Beats up Bags Liddell's time by just 0.1 of a second. Yeah, they are your results here in qualifying. Oh, actually, less than 0.1 of a second. Sorry. Yeah, 90 thousandths was the margin between Daniel Koo and Bags. That's quite close. Yeah, Levi will start in third, Matt Plevy in fourth, followed by Sebastian Spicer. Roscoe Arm definitely be pleased with that time, though, a 31.0. Very good lap time indeed. Tachi in seventh, followed by Aiden, Jack, Lane will start in the top 10. Outside of that will be Prezzo, Alex, Davis, Scotty, GeForce Pato, Farmer Sam, Banana Cake Pie, Steely, Apollo Pepsi, who I guess crashed out in qualifying, and Blake Stevenson will start at the back because he got disqualified for facing the wrong way. Alright, race time. Well, let's see what we got in store. Well, it's cloudy. That's one thing I can see. Will there be any rain in the mix? China is known for that as well in the past. Yeah, we'll wait and see, I suppose. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this track back on the real-life calendar. Yeah, about a 4-year absence. Or at least it is, yeah, a 4-year absence. I mean, I think we were supposed to have it last year, or yeah, last season I should say, but yeah, then it got dropped out thanks to the More of the COVID pandemic. Yeah, we'll just getting all their setups lined up. And we'll get the race underway very shortly. Well, let's see. I'm probably gonna guess quite a few. Probably be a mix, I imagine. I don't think there's formation lap, if I'm correct. Is there? Yeah, I don't think so. Cause yeah, the formation lap stuff is still a bit broken. Yep. All right, we're going straight to the race. So 5 red lights for the Chinese Grand Prix and 56 laps in front of us, and we are underway for the Chinese Grand Prix. It's a good little start there from Daniel Koo, but I think a bit of a better start from Bags Liddell as they head up towards turn 1. Daniel Koo, oh, a car going off the road there. Who was that? That was someone that got off the road there at turn 1. Oh, that was quite interesting. A car went off. I couldn't quite tell who that was as they head around turns 3 and 4. Daniel Koo keeps the lead. Levi in third, Matt Plevy in fourth. A little bit of a scrap here between Dutchy and Roscoe. On the outside is Aiden. Oh my goodness, a little bit of a dive as well. That's Dutchy trying to go down the inside of Matt Plevy, excuse me. As Levi side by side with Bags Liddell. Speaking of which, through turn 7, through turn 7 and turn 8, Levi did keep. Levi's now in front of Bags Liddell. He's up into second place. Daniel Koo, meanwhile, keeping his position in the lead at the moment. Car going off the road. That's Dutchy there in the Alpha Tauri as they head up towards turn 11. Aiden looking for a move. Couldn't find anything there. Now, quite interested to see who that was going off the road there. Meanwhile, Lane around the outside of Spicer. He gets by him, or he's trying to, at the exit of turn 13, around the right hand of turn 13. He can't get the position there, as they're all shuffling about, trying to figure out what to do here down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, I think Bags knows what he's doing. He's going to go down the inside of the McLaren of Levi. Lock up there from Daniel Koo as they head up to around turn 14. And Bags Liddell now moves up into second position. Daniel Koo, though, will lead the first lap of 56 here in China. It's a 1.1 second margin between himself and Bags Liddell. You know, the tires, most of everyone on the medium tires, as Matt Plevy goes down the inside of the McLaren of Levi, heading into turns 1 and 2. Can the Red Bull get in front? The answer is yes, he can. He's up until the yellow flags at sector 1. So, oh, hello, that's a spin. That's a spinning Apollo Pepsi, and also off the road is Jack Preslin there, or off a drop, sorry, there, at the exit of turn 2. They must have came together, I believe, there at the exit of turn 2. Meanwhile, though, oh, contact between Scotty and G-Force Pato. There's a turn 6, lockup as well. I believe that might have been from either Alex or from Pato. As they head around turn 7, Pato keeps the position in front of the Alfa Romeo. But yeah, 2 drivers on the soft tire. That's Davis and Roscoe Arm. As we head around there, turns 9. Here comes also Davis to the inside of Farmer Sam into turn 11. He gets the move done. Oh, I think someone gone pit sideways. That might have been Pato. I think might have had a bit of a rear lockup, I believe. Meanwhile, up at the front, Matt Plevy looking interested on Bags Liddell. Doesn't go for any sort of move. Not close enough to do anything there. Lockup as well. Ooh, a bit of a late bit of plume of smoke. Might have come off from Matt Plevy, I imagine. Daniel Koo sets the fastest lap of 35.8 as they head around turn 16 and down the main straightaway. Spicer, though, needs to catch up to this pack. He doesn't want to lose out on DRS. Let me see, in terms of the battery, see where everyone's at. Daniel Koo has used up a fair chunk, so that kind of makes sense a little bit, how he's pulled off a 1.4 second margin. But he has maintained it, in fairness. So, he's doing okay at the moment. Yeah, everyone else is a little bit better than he is at the right behind. Spicer, as you can see, trying to close up as best he can on Roscoe. So he can get that 8 of DRS. Prezzo, though, he'll have a bit of company with Davis, as you can see. Now, the one thing I think the drivers have told me beforehand is the fuel around this place apparently is a bit bad. It's a bit like Qatar, I guess. It's a bit of a fuel burner. So, drivers will have to be careful, I guess, of the fuel situation, no matter what it could be. Yeah, make sure you don't underfuel the car. Probably makes sense why I don't see that on anyone's telemetry. Meanwhile, Matt Plevy, not close enough there. A little bit of a lockup again. That might have been from Daniel Koo. I think they're locking up into turn 14. Yeah, so far no other position changes. You see the Aston Martin still behind the Alpine at the moment. Farmer Sam has a bit of company as well with another Aston Martin. That's Alex right behind him. And he's also got Pato and Blake Stevenson. And also Scotty and Banana. A little bit of a trade that goes all the way back to Steely, as a matter of fact. And actually, Lane also should drop back quite a bit, I've just noticed. I'm sorry to not see that, but apparently he must have had something happen to him whilst I wasn't looking, because he was in the midfield at one point, battling in the top 10. He's now right now down to 19, and I'm gonna guess Jack got damage as well from that contact between him and Apollo Pepsi at turn 1 on about 2 laps to go. But meanwhile, though, Bags Liddell trying to keep Matt Plevy at company, or keep him at bay. And he's already not got the company of Levi and Dutchy and Aiden and Roscoe, and could be soon Spicer if he can catch up. And we got two-way scrap right now between Davis and Prezzo, but there is a bit of a tire difference between the two. As you can see, Prezzo is on the mediums and Davis is on the soft tire. Yellow flags at sector 3. What's this one for? Oh, that's Banana. He's going off the road. At turn 11, or turn 12, rather. Interesting. I wonder what happened to him. He must have made contact with somebody. He's dropped all the way down to 18th position. Meanwhile, Alex, inside move. Gets ahead of Farmer Sam. He's now up into 11th position. Well, Farmer Sam trying to fight him back into turn 1. He'll have the 8 of DRS down the main straightaway. And speaking of which, Davis looking for a move on Prezzo. And Prezzo doesn't really fight him there. He lets the Aston Martin through as Davis now moves up into 9th place. Meanwhile, though, a bit further back, still got Alex leading a bit this train of cars. Oh, here comes Blake Stevenson. He's looking for quite interesting here. Goes left, goes right, inside move, into turn 6. Goes through a bit of a plume of smoke. He's a bit side by side, though, with the Haas. Now he's fully alongside. Goes around the outside of turn 7. Very nice move. He's now up into 12th place. Yeah, meanwhile, not much of a position change towards the front of the field. Still been kind of the same, and Daniel Q is still keeping that same margin of 1.5 seconds. It hasn't really changed much over the course of the first few laps. Bags Liddell not close enough to do anything. Lock up, of course. Prezzo. Oh, hello, and Roscoe. Oh, yellow flags. That's Aiden that's going off the road, and he gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Well, that's quite interesting. How on earth did he end up there, I wonder? Yeah, he's dropped all the way down to 8th place, but not only that, he's got a 5-second penalty, which he'll have to serve when he pits. So he's going to lose time in the pit lane. Yeah, Prezzo also, meanwhile, has got back up ahead of Davis as well, as you can see. Back up to 9th place. Still a bit the same battle right now. You got Alex, you got Blake Stevenson, you got Farmer Sam, Pato, and then, of course, Scotty and... I was going to say Steely, but he's about 4.1 seconds behind. as they head around turn 13. Bags Liddell right behind Matt Plevy. Down this long back straightaway. They to DRS, but I don't think he'll make a move just quite yet. Yeah, you can see there too. You can hear he lifted the throttle there going into the corner. And he doesn't want to go for anything there. Speaking of which, Blake Stevenson gets ahead of Alex. Oh, pulls the car up at least. Quite a big lockup there from Blake Stevenson, but pulls it up nicely. Farmer Sam and Alex, hello. That's a bit of a elbows out maneuver. Alex also is low on battery, as you can see. He's flashing on the rear of his car. Yeah, there was contact between those two at the final corner. But meanwhile, I don't think this is over quite yet. Farmer Sam, as Alex parks the bus there at turn 3. That was a little bit cleaner than what I saw earlier. Farmer Sam, not quite close enough. Lock up as well there from Alex. Yeah, cannot do anything there into turn 6. Meanwhile, though, the front of the field, it's coming out a bit of top 4 with DRS. Well, I should say with only 3 cars, pretty much. Well, 2 cars behind with DRS in that sort of train. Matt Plevy's leading a bit of this trio of cars, actually. But he's about 1.7 seconds behind Daniel Koo. He's still got Bags Liddell behind with DRS and Levi. Meanwhile, Dutchy has DRS on Roscoe Arm. He's kind of fallen back a little bit from this back. And a massive lockup. Oh! Dutchy goes way too deep at turn 14. Farmer Sam and Alex now battling out. Farmer Sam trying to go around the outside of turn 14. Goes a bit off to the curb there at turn 14. Oh, it's going to be like the last lap again, isn't it? Contact. Oh, a little bit more contact. Gee whiz. There's really getting their elbows out. Here comes Pato. Contact. Oh, dearie me. That could have been nasty. Pato going around the outside. There's contact. More contact between Pato and Farmer Sam as they head around turn 1. Can Pato get him into turn 3? The answer is no. Farmer Sam holds the position. Oh. Surprised that didn't end up in a plane crash. Meanwhile, though, Pato, he really doesn't want... Oh, that was a bit of a dirty maneuver there, I'd say, from Farmer Sam. He kind of forced Pato off to the grass there. It also broke a braking board in the process as well, so... Anyone that's not using racing line is not going to be too happy, I imagine. Yeah, those braking boards are quite vital. They are quite vital. Oh, it's Farmer Sam! Off the road, gets back on, rejoins, safely at least. He was well off the road there at turn 10. That car does not look quite stable, does it? Pato, though, I think will line up a move here, will he? Let's see, 3/10 behind. He will get DRS. He has slipstream. He doesn't have battery, though. That's the only problem. As Blake Stevenson now overtakes Davis. Pato overtakes Farmer Sam. He's now into 12th. Whoa. And, of course, more lockups from everybody in that whole quartet as Alex gets a bit sideways there. The exit of turn 15. Dearie me. Farmer Sam looks like he'll try to go for it again. Outside. He's gonna go for an over-under maneuver. Pato's still fine to his fair credit. Oh no, that didn't end up well. Farmer Sam gets the worst of it. Contact between him and Pato, and he ends up spinning out. Does Pato got damage from that too, I wonder? I don't know if something came off of the car. I'll have a look. No, the front wing's still intact. At least that's the good thing for Pato. Alright, well, meanwhile at the front, Daniel Koo still keeping that 1.5 second margin. Matt Plevy right behind with Bags Liddell and Levi. Roscoe still on the DRS train of these trio of cars. Dutchy, though, has got DRS, but will he line up a pass? Well, that's a definite yes. Oh, that's close. Lock up. The AlphaTauri gets in front. He's now into 5th. Yeah, I'm going to guess those soft tires are starting to fall off a cliff a little bit here as Dutchy goes extremely well. Invents a new racing line in the process. As I think Pato, just got past Alex there for 12th, or they've been fighting. Prezzo and Aiden battling out for 8th place into turn 1. Ooh, outside, gets in front, nicely done. Blake Stevenson, they're trying to fight in this little group as well. Can he get him there? The answer is no, not quite. Using battery, looking to the inside. Doesn't want to go for anything. He kind of pulled up last minute. Prezzo going a bit sideways at the exit of turn 6. Through the sweeping corners of 7 and 8. It's amazing how these cars can go flat out through that bit of corners. It just shows you how much downforce these things have. Ooh, okay there, Aiden. And he doesn't want to lose DRS to Prezzo. The DRS attention point is at turn 12. And I don't think he's going to get DRS. He's going to be in a bit of trouble. Whoa! Yeah, I think Aiden's done for here. Blake Stevenson's going to line up a move. I imagine he will. He should. Yep, there he goes. The Haas still keeping in front of... Oh! Oh, dearie me. Both cars make contact. They almost created a bit of an accident. Fortunately, they're still pointing in the right direction. More importantly, I'm going to guess Aiden's carrying quite a bit of low downforce. Because he still kept it from Blake Stevenson even when Blake had DRS. Quite amazing. Meanwhile, at the front, though, still a bit the same story here. Although the gap has been steady, still 1.5, less than 1.5 now, between Daniel Koo and Matt Plevy. Alright. Yeah, Roscoe's tires definitely must be falling off because now Spicer is right on the back of him. Yeah, and I imagine he probably won't fight this off too long. Yeah, fairly steady, apart from a couple of incidents, but other than that, not too big ones at the moment. And there goes Spicer, ahead of Roscoe, and then Matt Plevy has been overtaken by Bax Liddell at turn 14. Gap is 1 second. Does Bags have DRS? No, he does not. Meanwhile, though, a little bit further back, contact, I think. Oh, it's Dave. Oh, well, that's definitely contact there between Davis and Aiden. Fighting with another Aston Martin. This time it's Davis. Oh, he goes into pit lane, apparently. Oh, oh my, yep. He pulled up a Hamilton of 2008, and he retires. Or 2007, sorry. That's when that happened. Meanwhile, there, Prezzo overtakes Blake Stevenson, as you just saw there. Aiden has retired from the session. So he must have sustained some damage and just called it quits. Alright, well now it's a quartet between Daniel Koo, Bags Liddell, Matt Plevy, and Levi, who have been in a train for a little while with the threesome. Now it's a quartet. And off the road there's Matt Plevy there at the exit of turn 10. I've just noticed. As they now file their way towards turns 11 and 12. Yellow flags, that's just for the AI of Aiden going slowly there at turn 4. Just trying to find a marshal post. Chuck's car will pass them there. There you go. Yeah, not so much of a great race before Jack getting involved in an incident with a Paul Pepsi. Then, of course, Banana and Lane had their own little incidents. Whatever happened to them. I'm not sure what happened to Lane. I know what happened to Banana. He had some sort of incident at turn 11. I just didn't quite catch it. I think we're gonna probably could see a change of position for the lead. Will we? We'll wait and see. Bags is all over the back of the Ferrari of Daniel Koo as they wrap around turns 1 and 2 into 3 and 4 as Davis goes to the pit lane. Obviously to get off the soft tires. There's yellow flags at sector 3. That's Pato. Whoa, how did he end up there? Went completely off there as he enters the pit lane. Well, I said that Aiden was doing a bit of a Hamilton impression, and well, I think Pato did it even worse. Apparently he hit the barrier, I think, because I think he had no front wing in the process. As Banana gets in front of Davis. Davis is now onto the medium tire. Yep. Figured he had damage to the front wing. He had no front wing at all. Alright. Will we see a change for the race lead? We've got Daniel Koo still leading, but he's got Bags with Liddell, who's 4 tenths behind. Scotty now overtakes Alex. That's at turn 11, I believe. Nope. He doesn't want to do it. He's like, I'll just keep behind you, Daniel. Head around the final corner as Farmer Sam gets a 3-second time penalty. Blake Stevenson overtakes Frezzo. That is for 8th place. Not close enough for Bags to do anything there. Spicer overtakes Dutchy, and Alex also overtook Scotty at turn 14. So Spicer now up to 5th, and Alex up to 10th place. Will Scotty fight back here into turn 1? The answer is no. Not quite close enough. Farmer Sam being kept at bay by Apollo Pepsi. Steely goes into pit lane as Davis... Whoa! Banana went completely off the track. I just noticed there. The way that he took the race line, he definitely had to go off the track. Quite interesting how he did that. Anyway, Steely's onto a set of mediums. I believe he started on medium tires, if I am correct. So it's probably going to be a 2-stop race, is what I'm guessing. Well, Pato, though, he's on the hard tire, so I'm going to guess he's going to go for a 1-stop. Yeah, he's going to have to do about a little over 40 laps on those things. Here comes Bags, and here comes Matt Plevy. Oh, I thought he would go for a move there, but he doesn't. Instead, Bags Liddell gets the lead, but he runs wide at turn 14. The Ferrari fighting back. Won't get him at turn 16, but he will get DRS down the main straight and retake the position back. Yeah, but that's exactly what he'll do. And Daniel Koo now takes back the race lead. Oh, that's close there from Bags. Maybe too close. And around turn 3, turn 4. Nice traction there from Daniel Koo. Gets a really good exit out of turn 4. Into turn 6. Lock up as well as you just saw. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if any safety cars come into frame in this race. Safety cars around this place is highly unlikely considering how big the track is and how wide it is as well. There's quite a bit of wide runoff areas. So you will have to properly bin it, really, and to do so. A bit too much wheel spin there from Bags. Yeah, he's not going to get Daniel Koo on this occasion. Levy right there in 3rd. Flashing as well, I am seeing. Levi doing the same. Bags Liddell outside this time into turn 14. He gets the move done. He now takes back the race lead, but Daniel Koo, I think, will respond to that again. with the aid of DRS. Oh, well, maybe not on that occasion. He definitely went off the road a little bit. Matt Pleviak got compromised. He was looking for some sort of move. They're flashing. A lot of them are flashing. How are they flashing? That's interesting. Oh, here comes Matt Pleviak to the inside there at turn 2. He'll go to the outside at turn 3. Will he get the move done here? Not quite. No, the answer. No is the answer. He has to stay behind. Levi, though, is the best out of anybody. He's got 65%. I could have sworn at one point it showed that it was lower than that. Anyway. But yeah. Well, Levi, the best out of the quartet. Alright, meanwhile, further back, let's see. Dutchy still keeping Sebastian Spicer at bay. Or keeping him company. Scotty and... Oh, Alex! That's a bit of contact. At turn 6. Deary me. That could have ended up worse. Instead, Alex has to give up that spot. Scotty gets in front. Present falling a bit back to Blake Stevenson, but I think he'll get the gap back down with DRS as Matt Plevy now overtakes Daniel Koo at turn 14. As Daniel Koo will have the inside line for the final corner. The Ferrari gets in front. That's allowing Bag to pull away just a little bit more. Matt Plevy though will get DRS down the main straight. He'll get in front of the Ferrari. Yeah, some of the drivers are using the real life driver numbers because yeah, Daniel Koo's number is 16, which is Charles Leclerc's number because he's also 16, and Levi's using number 4, which is Lando Norris's car number. Huh, quite interesting. And now that is not Lewis Hamilton, that is Sebastian Spicer. Yeah, that's Dutchy's number, I can definitely tell you that. Number 69, yeah. That's Dutchy for sure. Roscoe still going long on those soft tires. In fairness, he's doing a pretty decent job on that, I will say. Steely and Banana. Steely gets in front of Banana. Yeah, I don't think Banana... Whoa! He's trying to fight. Well, I mean, he can't really do much about that. Steely's on fresher tires compared to him. Alright, well now Matt Plevy's got his eyesight on the Mercedes of Bags Liddell, but he doesn't have DRS. I think that's because he was just over second in the detection zone. Here comes Levi. Oh, not quite close enough to attack the Ferrari of Daniel Koo. Well, this is in the league racing mode. Oh, hang on. I think I know why. I'll get to it in a second as Dutchy... Oh, that explains why Spice is going to pit lane. As Levi gets past the Ferrari. I think what it is... I've seen this before in time trial as well. If, let's say, you are using, like... the real-life livery... Like, in the F1 world, like, you use the real-life livery... one-off liveries. As Blake Stevens in the pit lane as well. Say, like, I was using the Williams Golf livery, which I think has Alex Albon's number 23 on there. If you use that on time trial, your car number won't be on there. It'll be, oh hang on, that's someone off the road. I don't know what happened. There was yellow flags in sector 1. I think that might have been highlighted on Blake Stevenson because it looked like he was bunched up somewhere. But yeah, no, like if you use a real life livery in the F1 world, you got a time trial, it'll show your the drivers, the number 1 driver of that team's number. But obviously, since this is in the different sort of aspect, this is in the league racing aspect. So probably whoever has the official livery on their F1 World car will have to, whatever car they use, will have the official number of that of the driver that you are in that seat of. Yeah, it's a bit weird. As I kept talking about that, I did miss an overtake from Matt Plevy. He's now in the race lead ahead of Bags Liddell. This must have happened at turn 14 when I was yapping about what was going on. Alright, Spicer around the outside of Alex. Yeah, that won't be much of a fight. He's on the medium tires as well. So yeah, a lot of drivers are doing two-stop strategies. So I'm guessing at the end of the race they're going to go to the soft tires, is my rough guess. Spicer will look for a move here on Scotty. He's not close enough here. But he will line up a move here at turn 7. He's got the better grip. Yeah, he'll get the move done easily. Alright, well here comes Bags, and well, he's closed up on a rapid rate of knots. He didn't even have to take him at the corner, he'll just take him before the corner. So Bags Liddell now moves into the race lead again. Oh, he goes to pit lane. Alrighto. They'll go for an undercut on Matt Plevs and Plevy, sorry. As Levi will also do the same. He's going to go for an undercut. Sector 3 yellows. That's a McLaren, I believe. Yep, that's Steely. Oh, hello. Yeah, bonking the wall there at turn 12. Really went off the road. Spicer setting the fastest lap. Where is Spicer at the moment? He is right behind. Oh, he's actually now behind his teammate. So he really made the undercut work. He's now behind his teammate, and also he's well ahead of Levi. Levi's 2.3 seconds behind. He wasn't that far behind Bags. Huh. Okay. I mean, I don't think he had a wing change. If he did, he would have had a longer stop than that. Yeah, well, there's Spicer on the back of Bags. Bags, though, does have the fresher tires compared to his teammate, in fairness, but Spicer does look like he has quite a bit of pace. See if they swap places here down the back straight. Alright, DRS wide open. Yeah. Oh no, he lifts. No, he doesn't bother going to attack his teammate. He'll just stay behind. Okay. Right. So he'll just follow. Alright, into the pits. Daniel Koo and Matt Plevy. Hard tires for Daniel Koo. Okay, that's quite interesting. Matt Plevy on the medium compound tire. Dutchie's coming in as well. And he's going to the softs. Okay. Well, we definitely know he's going for a two-stop for sure. But Daniel Koo is on the hards. And, well, he's lost out quite massively. Look at this. He is well behind now of Levi. And unfortunately, because of this, he's also of him on the hard tire. He's not going to have the pace to keep up. He will definitely go for a one-stop, I imagine. But, yeah. I think the two-stop, from what it's looking like, is the way to go. As far as Sam now overtakes the pull of Pepsi, that is at turn 3 to that. Or turn 2, turn 3. Lane sticking out as best he can as well. He's a 20-lap-old medium compound tires. Him and Scotty and Banana are the only ones, I believe, that have yet to go into the pits and make a stop. Levi now overtakes Matt Plevy. That is for 4th. Yeah, those two definitely lost out bad to the Mercs. Dutchy now overtakes Scotty. Yeah, he's going to try to close up as much as he can on those soft tires. So I probably will imagine that Dutchy's going to go for a medium, soft, medium strategy. Into the pits goes Roscoe. He'll get onto a set of medium compound tires. Matt Levy not close enough to do anything there. Meanwhile, though, the two Mercs still trying to work together as best they can. Yeah, Spicer, though, at one point, he was a bit of a no man's land in the top 5. He wasn't in that quartet from earlier. But, yeah, no, he's definitely gone up there with that undercut he did. But also, look at Dayoku's situation. Remember that gap was about 2.4? It's now 3.6 to between himself and Matt Plevy. Like I said, the big difference between the base of the tires. And pretty soon, he could have Dutchy right on his tail. Speaking of someone on their tail, that's Blake Stevenson on the back of Scotty, who has also yet to make a pit stop. He won't go for anything here at turn 11, but he'll try to go for a move at turn, or at the exit 13 with the aid of DRS. Well, he doesn't need to do that anyway. He'll just get him at turn 13. He's got better grip, and he's in front. Matt Levy overtaking Levi. That is for third. And a big lockup as well. Back to Dell says fast slap. Jack has crashed out at turn 8. Safety car has been deployed. Well, good news, Jack. You've lasted about 22 laps in this race. He didn't last 5, he lasted 22. Probably a new record. Alright, well that means that anyone that hasn't pitted yet can go into the pits now. So, oh, Blake Stevenson into the pits for a set of soft tires. Okay. Hard tires for Scotty. And Levi, or sorry, not Levi, Davis, sorry, is on the medium compound tires. Yeah, a few other drivers coming in as well. Lane, obviously, because he hasn't stopped yet. Well, FFC, he's going back into the pits after paying for soft tires. Pato, ooh, well, Williams will go after double stack, unfortunately. Medium tires for Apollo. And medium tires for, actually, no, it won't be a double stack. I take that back. Alright, Lane's gone on to another set of medium tires, so he's going to go for a two-stop, obviously. Apollo onto a set of mediums, and Pato onto a set of mediums. So, in Pato's situation, he has done, I think, the 2 tire requirement, because he did do the second stop. Oh, well, dearie me, Lane. You know you say in commentary, you always got to keep your eye on the Delta. What didn't you do there, Lane? You didn't keep your eyes on the damn Delta, and as a result, you've got yourself a drive-through penalty. Congratulations. Jeez. Really backfired on there, didn't it, Lane? Ouch. So do the leaders pit is the question. No, they don't. They have elected to stay out. That is fair enough. Dutchy going back into the pits. Okay, what are you gonna do? Are you going for a set of mediums? Or are you gonna go to the hards? Hards. Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, lag there. Out it comes in 8th place. And into the pits comes Farmer Sam to get off those soft tires. So after that whole cycle, let's review where we're at now. Bags Liddell leads the way. It's Mercedes 1-2, something we haven't said for a few years now. Well, except for one occasion last year. Well, 2 seasons ago, I should say. Anyway, Basdell leads. Spicer second. Matt Plevy is the third, followed by Levi, Daniel Koo, who did select to stay out on the hard compound tire. Ross Grom is in 6th, and his teammate, Prezzo, is in 7th place. And then in 8th is Dutchy, and 9th is Blake. 10th is Alex. Scotty has finally made his stop. Probably will most likely be his one and only stop. Is in 11th place. Davis in 12th. Apollo Pepsi is in 13th, followed by Farmer Sam in 14th, who you saw just pitted a bit ago for Mews. And he does not have a drive-through penalty, by the way. That is for a 3-second penalty that he got a little while ago, is why he's got that penalty marker to his name. Pato is in 15th, followed by Steely, Banana, and Lane, who's just pitted for New Hearts. And he does have a drive-through penalty. Alright, so we're probably going to be a little while then under the safety car period then, I suppose. Yeah, we're getting closer to the halfway mark of the Chinese Grand Prix. Oh yeah, there's something else I haven't done yet. Whilst I got the time, might as well go over the bit of the calendar as well. So yeah, this is basically like a little mini series that we're doing. This will last about a month or something like that. There's 5 rounds, I believe, of this championship. Yeah, 5. So after this one, we'll go to Mexico. Then the 3rd round will be at Monaco. 4th will be at the Netherlands, and the final round will be at Portugal. Yeah, like I said, that'll last about a month. And also, there is the F2 series still going on it. That will be going on as well. Actually, that just started just a few days ago. I should reiterate that. And they're doing about 6 rounds. But about 12 races. Of course, that's being featuring sprints. Yeah, basically just trying to get to grips, back into the game again and whatnot. Actually, whilst I was reading that, Lane's gone back in for another set of mediums. Alright, so he's the only one we're waiting for, and then we'll get back going again. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any rain coming. I mean, I remember earlier we had a bit of cloudy conditions. It's now kind of broken away a little bit. So, I mean, there's still clouds thereabouts, but don't think it should be too threatening. But do remember as well, Race Spec does have the weather set to approximate. So, anything that the weather does say on your LED screen from the pits or whatever won't be entirely accurate. Yeah, it's just something you got to keep in mind. Alright, Lane's caught back up. So now we'll just wait until the safety car lights go off, and then we'll get back into green once again. And there you go. Safety car is in this lap. So we'll say goodbye to the virtual burnt mainlander, and we'll get back underway very shortly. Excuse me, I just had to take a quick whip of my inhaler there. Alright. So Bags of Dough will lead the way. Spicer right behind him second. Matt Levy and then Levi and Daniel Koo. Here's your top 5 with Roscoe, Prezzo, Dutchy, Blake Stevenson, Alex completing the top 10. Well, there goes Jack. He is now gone. Officially from the lobby, that is. After crashing out turn 8. At least I could say it lasted longer than he expected. Alright, Bags is going. And we are back under green once again here at Shanghai. On lap 27 of 56. Fry looking very interested there. That is Blake Stevenson on Dutchy, heading up towards the first quarter. Not quite close enough to do anything there. Everyone else, meanwhile, has gone through at least fine. Lane serving his drive-through penalty. Let it go for speeding under the safety car. Here comes Matt Plevy, the inside at turn 6. Lock up from both him and Spicer. Of course, being familiar with each other, Pacific Tier 1 and in the Elite Series. Matt Plevy to the outside, can't get the move done. Oh, there's contact and off the road a little bit there. Goes Spicer and through goes Levi in the process. Doesn't go completely off the road, but it was enough to go off the racing line. As Matt Plevy now moves up to second, but yeah, just a bit of contact that happened between those two. Dutchy and Blake side by side through turn 13. The Ferrari and the... Oh! Oh, that was a bit of a touch. But thankfully, nothing major. Down towards the back straight. Oh, that's close. Daniel overtaking Spicer and Blake Stevenson trying to overtake Roscoe on into turn 14. Spicer and Daniel side by side. Meanwhile, also is Roscoe Prezzo, I should say, and Blake Stevenson off the road. Goes somebody there. I think that might have been Roscoe or Blake Stevenson. Or, no, sorry, Roscoe, I imagine. As Blake Stevenson now gets in front. I think I said... I might have got myself a bit confused. Whoa! Okay, I thought there was a bit of contact between Dutchy and Prezzo there for a brief moment. Up towards turn 6. Bags not quite close enough. Oh, sorry, Matt Plevy, sorry. Not quite close enough to do anything. Apollo Pepsi, Alex. That's a move being done there by Apollo Pepsi. Trying to make a bit of a recovery after what happened between him and Jack. Trying to make a bit of a recovery drive as best he can. Salvage whatever he can in this race. Blake and Roscoe, that's close. Blake is on the sauce, remember, so he will have a lot of grip compared to Roscoe. Around 13. Down the back straight. Jeez, he has got some legs in that Ferrari, doesn't he? My goodness. Roscoe could do nothing about that. Yeah, that Ferrari's got some straight line speed, it seems. I know, it's not the Ferrari illegal engine in 2019. Blake Stevenson sets the fast side. That's not a surprise, considering how much pace he's got on those softs. Well, meanwhile, he'll have definitely more grip compared to Spicer. Around turn 2, around turn 3, and around turn 4. Up towards the kink of 5 into turn 6. Spicer keeping the position at least, but will Stevenson lunge? No, he doesn't. He stays behind. Lock up as well from his teammate, that's Daniel Koo. Causing that bit of plume of tire smoke. Farmer Sam and Alex. This Farmer Sam gets ahead of the Aston Martin. Spicer falling back a little bit. He doesn't want to lose DRS to Daniel Koo. that happens, that means he'll be extremely vulnerable to the Ferrari of Blake Stevenson. And I think for his sake, he has at least got DRS, but he doesn't have grip. He definitely does not have the grip. Let's see what Blake's got underneath it. Oh my goodness, look at this! He's got more straight line speed than Spicer does. Deary me. I'd like to know what wings he's using. He's got quite low wings, that thing does. Yellows, that's a Polar Pepsi that's around. Oh dear, he gets a 3-second penalty. There definitely was some sort of accident. As he goes to the pit lane, he must have sustained damage. Pato had kind of passed him awkwardly. Yeah, I don't know what happened there at turn 14. But definitely Apollo Pepsi sustained some sort of damage. Well, what was the recovery drive is not so much a recovery anymore. That's pretty much all gone. Meanwhile, out in front, Matt Plevy is actually now into the race lead. Baxendale right behind in second, followed by Levi and Daniel Koo. Stevenson on the back as well of this whole pack. That's actually more of a line of cars that leads down to Roscoe Arm in this train. Alright, down the back straight. Well, Bags line up a move. He'll have the DRS open. Close up on the Red Bull. Doesn't go for a move. He will not be close enough. Lock up as well there from Matt Plevy. The Ferrari's getting close. Ferrari wants to get a move on there. That being Blake Stevenson, because he's on the soft, of course. Yeah, Spicer's lost touch, and he's got Roscoe for company, who has DRS behind him. Speaking of the other Alpine, there goes Prezzo down the inside of Dutchy. Oh, these two have a bit of history, of course, from Tier 2. Contact. Prezzo gets in front. There you go. He now moves up into 8th place. Not quite close enough, though, for Dutchy to make a move at turn 6. Now through the sweeping corners of turns 7 and 8. And a little error shot here, looking down at turns 9 and 10. Up towards turns 11 and 12. Probably not the most appealing overhead shot, if I'm totally fair. But it's an overhead shot nonetheless. Blake Stevenson, though, he is alongside his teammate. Heading up towards turn 14. He brakes late. He brakes very late. Pulls it up. But a very good move against his teammate, of all people. He moves up to 4th. Oh, his Prezzo goes off the curb there a little bit. And Spicer now gets overtaken by Roscoe Arm. Yeah, I'm going to guess Spicer's tires are not doing too great. They are older compared to Roscoe Arm. He's on 14 lap-hole medium tires. And of course he'll have to make another pit stop because he did start on the medium compound tire. It's really too early to go on to the softs. Apollo Pepsi sets the fastest lap with a 34.4. So we have through 7, 8. And then through turn 9 and 10. Nice little exit there from Matt Plevy. Led up towards now turns 11 and 12. Can the Mercedes of Bags Liddell line up anything? That Red Bull does look like it has a bit more traction here. Gained about a couple of 10s, but Bagsadell will close that gap back down, and not only that, he was also using a battery you saw on the dash on the steering wheel. Yeah, look at that, he closed up quite massively, about half a second he closed up. Oh, hello. Now Blake looking very interested here on Levi, or he was for a brief moment. Down the main straight. Levi, though, is going to look for a move on Bagsadell. Will he be close enough? No, he won't. He doesn't really have the straight line speed. He used up battery, but yeah, he just wasn't close enough to do anything there at turns 1, 2, and 3. Or lean up to turn 1, I should say. Roscoe right now, a little bit of no man's land. He needs to catch up a little bit here. As Daniel Koo, meanwhile, is about 1.1 seconds ahead. Further back, meanwhile, Prezzo has got Dutchy, Farmer Sam, and Davis for company, as Apollo Pepsi sets another fastest lap there with a 1:34.430. Through the sweepers. Now heading up towards turns 11 and 12. Yellow flag, that's Apollo Pepsi that spun. Yeah, he's at a moment there. I guess some out there at turn 5 or something. Here comes Levi. Ooh, yellow. Ferrari's flashing. Both Ferraris are flashing. Levi looking for anything. Not close enough to do anything there at turn 14. As Dutchy now overtakes Prezzo. That's for A. Prezzo though. Oh, that is really close with the rear right tire to the front wing of the Alpine. Gee whiz. Prezzo will fight back here. Or will try to at least. Oh no, he won't. He's not close enough. Oh, hello. What? I'm pretty sure the stream caught that, right? Dutchy just teleported. He did like a Houdini effect there. I just saw one moment he just pops right in front of Prezzo. How weird is that? Okay. Well, yeah. Alright. Okay. Meanwhile, though, out in front, oh, that was a bit of a moment there from Levi. He caught the car at least, but yeah, Bags is going to be on the back foot a little bit because he is losing touch to Matt Plevy. They almost all these guys have got absolutely no back. Look at that. Yeah, Matt Plevy's also low on battery. And Bagsadell is definitely going to be on the back foot. Here he comes. Levi's closing. No, he won't. He won't be close enough to do anything. Bit of a lock-up. Oh, hello. Bit of 3-car action here. Prezzo. Outside around the outside of Farmer Sam. Oh, had to correct the car, but he's in front. And Scotty now overtakes. Oh! That's also Alex a bit off the road there, between him and Scotty. That's quite interesting. And here comes Farmer Sam on Prezzo, looking outside into turn 1. Oh, that's tight. Tight. It's still tight. No contact. It's fair racing between these two. Into turn 3. Farmer Sam holding his ground. He's trying to. Great racing by the pair of these guys. As Blake overtakes Levi. And Prezzo gets in front. And here comes the AlphaTauri of Dutchy. Wasn't close enough to do anything there. As yeah, Blake Stevenson, I think he must have got that move done. Either at turn 6 or turn 7. Or sorry, it must have been 7 because I think that happened a little bit further ahead. Oh, will Blake get DRS? That's the big question. It was just hovering a second. Nope, he doesn't have DRS, but he is within range. Look at these guys. They have no battery. And here comes Daniel Koo to the inside at turn 14. Oh, it's tight. Steely's caught off at 13. The other McLaren. Levi stays in front, but doesn't get a good exit. Here comes Daniel Koo, the pole sitter. The former race leader moves up into fourth place. Oh. Dutchy overtaking Farmer Sam. Prezzo drops back to 9th with this little scrap going on. And around turn 3 and 4. With this little fighting, this could bring G-Force Pato into the mix. He's only 1.1 seconds behind Prezzo. Could also bring Davis in the mix as well if he can catch up. Blake Stevenson trying to make the most out of these soft tires as best as he can. He's right behind Bags, just trying to hover within that DRS range. I think Bags might have made a mistake. He lost a couple of tens. That's a mistake, definitely, from Blake Stevenson. A big-time rear lockup there into turn 11. And a very poor exit there out of turn 13. But he will gain the time back, obviously, with the rear wing open. There you go. Yeah, Plevy just trying everything he can to keep Bags Liddell at bay. Yeah, it's right now a 5 car train, sorry. Levi had a bit of a moment there at turn 15. Around the final corner and back onto the main straightaway. On lap 37 of 56, as Steely gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's gone from bad to worse, I'm afraid, for the other McLaren. Farmer Sam not close enough on Dutchy there to turn 1. Prezzo, there's Pato. Now he's into the mix. Thanks to the little scrap that's been going on here. Around turns 3 and 4. Pato trying to get a good exit. He seems like he did. Get Prezzo out of a move. The answer is no, not quite close enough. Not quite there into turn 6. Davis trying to catch up as best he can. Meanwhile, though, towards the front. Oh my goodness me, that's a bit of a moment there from Daniel Koo. There at turn 10. Alright, around 11 and 12, up towards turn 13. Bags getting a decent exit. Down the back straightaway. He's going to be on the back foot. He's also 2 seconds behind Matt Levy. He's definitely lost a bit of time. And now he's got a menacing looking Ferrari that's going to overtake him. There you go. Stevenson now moves up into second place. Well, Bags firing back into turn 1. Around the final corner. Back onto the main straight. DRS wide open for the Merc. No, he's not quite close enough. Pato, meanwhile, overtakes Prezzo. That's for 9th place. Prezzo really dropping back, it seems. Yeah, you gotta remember, they gotta go a little bit of a distance on these mediums. Roscoe Arm and Levi into turn 6. Levi still keeps the place ahead of Roscoe Arm. Heading around turn 7, around turn 8. Yeah, the gap right now between Matt Plevy and Blake Stevenson is nearly 2 seconds. Roscoe Arm nearly out of having a moment. Alright, what is Bags gonna do here? 4.5 tenths. Well, a little bit over that. Now it's half a second. Around the final corner now. Back onto the main straightaway. DRS wide open. Up towards turn 14. Prezzo and Pato. Pato, oh hello. There's 3 abreast almost. Oh dear. As Davis now overtakes Prezzo. Prezzo fighting back. Oh, he can't get the move done there. Yeah, Prezzo's pace has really fallen off. He was in the fight with Farmer Sam and Dutchy, and he's fallen back quite a bit more. Now he's in the clutches of Pato and Davis. Alright, around turn 4, Spicer sets the fastest lap of the race. I didn't quite catch that, so he must have pitted just a little bit ago. He's now in 14th. Yellows. Yellow. That's Prezzo in the barriers. He's stuck. Backs up. Oh dear. Something has definitely happened to him at turn 4. As he was parked against the Armco. He was in the fight between himself and Pato and Davis. And he's got no end plate as well. Oh, I'm afraid that's definitely Prezzo's race ruined in that process. Yeah, no, I was going to say that Spicer pitted a bit ago to go onto a set of soft tires. So he wants to get that undercut done early. He will get a big undercut, but I'm afraid his pace might lack a bit. Bags Liddell overtakes Blake Stevenson. That's at turn 14. He's now into second place again. Matt Plevy still keeping his distance with this from this whole pack of cars behind. Alright, will Farmer Sam line up a move here? No, not quite. Sam's not close enough to do anything here to turn 1. Davis and Pato battling away at turns 3 and 4. Pato having a bit of a moment there, it seems. They're the Italian. Up towards turn 6. Walk up as well there from Davis. Of course, these two are familiar with each other in the Elite Series. Yeah, both of them in the Elite Series of Race Spec. Alright. Their turns 11 and 12. Oh, that's a bit of wheel spin there from Blake. That definitely is not a great exit. You'll still get DRS no matter what. I'm gonna guess that pretty soon that they might want to get off of these tires. Blake, though, for his situation, unless he's got another set of soft tires that are fresh, he could be on the back foot in terms of strategy. Levi is in. Levi is going into the pits. The one person he needs to keep an eye on is the other Mercedes of Spicer. Here he is around the final corner. Levi is just putting on the tires, and yep, there goes Spicer. That is the power of the undercut, ladies and gentlemen. That is how massive it is. After paying about 5 laps to go, Spicer on the soft tires has now got an advantage of 8 seconds. But it's still a bit of ways to go in this race as he'll go around the outside of Scotty. Don't think Scotty will fight this. Yeah, definitely won't. Yes, Spicer's got way more grip compared to the 18-lap old hards. Yeah, so he'll be on a bit of a charge. As the next target will be the other Aston Martin of Alex. And the other Aston Martin, meanwhile, of Davis. Still hovering in the back of G-Force Power. And then here you go. Yeah, Spicer now moves up into 10th place. On those fresher, softer tires. And Daniel Koo overtakes his teammate there at turn 14. Alright, well, let's see what these guys go in store. They're not pitting just quite yet. Yeah, Spicer's going to get a massive, massive undercut, I imagine. Because he is pushing, but he's got traffic to negotiate. Just a little bit. He does have clear at the moment, but once he catches up to, let's say, to Davis and Pato, yeah, he'll definitely have to negotiate a little bit here. Lock up there, if that might have been from the tire smoke of Plebs. Gap still hovering about less than 2 seconds separating these two. Yeah, Mercedes and against 2 Ferraris and an Alpine. Around turns 11 and 12 as Presa sets the fastest lap. Yeah, right now hovering in 18th position. Yeah, quite unfortunate. Whatever happened to him, I don't know if he must have spun on his own. Gone to the Armco, but yeah. No, he definitely was dropping off a bit with those tires that he was on before that happened. As Daniel Kuhn now overtakes back Liddell, that is for 2nd place. I am very curious to know, is Daniel Kuhn going to go straight to the end of the race? And if he is, I don't think he's going to be at a good event. He'll have the track position, but I don't think he will have the pace advantage. He definitely will not. Because the other cars that are around him are going to go onto a set of, well, I would say soft tires. And there you go, Spicer's now caught up to Davis. There, he's now got him at turn 3 and 4. He now moves up into 9th place, and his next target will be G-Force Pato up there in 8th place. Clouds have come back, actually, I've just noticed too. Oh, well, now I put that to my attention. Levi now overtakes Scotty there, that's for 12th place. He's on the soft tires, he's on fresh sure. Soft tires. Oh, hang on, I think I just saw raindrops. Was that raindrops? I think I saw that on the right-hand side of the screen. Just briefly. Oh my goodness, that was, oh! Bit too ambitious there from Levi, if I'm totally honest. There was definitely no room to squeeze that McLaren on the inside of turn 13. He gets spun out by Alex. He drops down now to 13th place. I don't... Yeah, it is raining. It is raining. Oh my goodness me. So that means Spicer and Levi are on the back. They're on the back foot now. They were fighting for the race lead, and now they're not going to be anymore. Because it's going to rain, and everyone's going to go to the intermediates. And speaking of which, we have our first gambler, and that is Davis. So now the race has changed completely. Yep, there is the raindrops. Pretty soon we will have the cars go on to a set of intermediate tires. But how long will it be till they do so? Paul Pepsi pits in for Inter, same with Steely. Definitely not yet, I don't think. It's still a bit too early, I'd say, to get onto the intermediate tire. Yeah, plus DRS is still active. The track is still bone dry. Oh, there's a tag! Tag there, Daniel Koo and Bags Liddell. Daniel Koo tagged him. He waved at him. He is not, excuse me. Yeah, he's definitely not pleased about that tag. It's cost him a bit of time. Actually, no, it didn't really. Although the gap was 2.8 seconds, that must have been before that. No other gamblers just yet to get onto a set of intermediates. But the rain is getting a little bit heavier here in Shanghai. I'm probably going to imagine it's either going to be the next lap or 2 laps after. We could see more drivers go in for the intermediates. The gap right now between Bags and Matt Plevy is 2.6 seconds. The gap actually has gone down just a little bit. But there is no spray coming off the tires, so yeah, that definitely tells me that, yeah, the rain is not heavy just quite yet. Not heavier, but there is raindrops on the car. As Spicer now moves through into 7th place. Alright, so this will get quite interesting here. Bublik's first. Not quite close enough. Caution at sector 3. That's Pato, I believe. Yep. Off the road at turn 13. Gets to go in again. The leaders, meanwhile, decide not to go in. Except for Roscoe. He's going into the pits. Oh, he shoots himself in the foot. A 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane. Oh, that's going to be costly. He's onto a set of inters now. Also in is Alex as well. Pato is coming in. And Levi's back in for a set of intermediates. Well, they're all going to go to a set of inters. Yeah, it's getting quite greasy here at Shanghai. The track is, at least. Pato's on the wets. No. Inters, my guy. Inters. That's the tire you want to be on. Lane's in as well. He's on the intermediate tires, and Bernard will do the same. No. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that heavy, if I'm totally honest. DRS is still active, but the track is getting more shiny as we speak. I can't imagine how the hards feel in these sort of conditions. The hard tire that has literally no grip. Daniel Koo stays out. Bags Liddell goes in. Matt Plevy stays out. Have they cost themselves a little bit here? As Blake Stevenson now comes in. I think I did see a bit of spray. Yep, it's getting heavier. It is definitely getting heavier here. Look at Daniel Koo. He is really struggling to get any sort of traction out of these corners. And Roscoe now gets the undercut on Bags Liddell. So the undercut that he did actually worked. But the only downfall is he's got a 5-second penalty. Oh, but if that was genius of luck there by Roscoe for sure. He definitely made that undercut work. I didn't think he would. I didn't think it would be wet enough. But no, he definitely made it work for sure. Yeah, Plevy and Daniel Koo are in big trouble. And same with Spicer and Dutchy. Look at the gap. It is decreasing at the moment. Gap right now between Roscoe and Matt Plevy is 21.4 seconds. Look at that. He's really gaining more and more time. Yeah, Plevs has definitely got to come in. Daniel Koo definitely has to come in. The top 4 have got to come in. There you go. Matt Plevy's going into the pits. Same with Daniel Coop. Spicer, you have to come in. You have to. DRS is now disabled. There, that gives you a better indication. Alright, Plebs is in. Intermediates. Yeah, everyone's going into intermediates. Where will they come out, though, is the question. Here comes the top two here. That being now Roscoe Armenbags Liddell. Matt Plevy is down to third, but 3.8 seconds behind Bags Liddell, and actually no, he's behind 3.8 seconds behind Roscoe. The actual gap between him and Bags is 3.2 seconds. And Daniel Koo is behind Blake Stevenson is behind his teammate. There's yellow flags at sector 3. That's for Steely. Going off there at turn 13. He'll get going again, it seems. Because I can see the McLaren moving. Oh, the Ferrari's getting way too close. Well, yeah, this really, really has changed the complexion of this race, hasn't it? Yeah, it's going to be a bit more tougher, though, to overtake in these sort of conditions. Steely is retired in the pits. He's had enough. His Bags doesn't go for a move here at turn 14. That's fair enough. But he doesn't want to stay behind too much longer because Matt Plevy will definitely be coming. Gotta be careful of the AI coming out of the pits. There it is, just totally, it's not even ghosted as well. Oh dear, that's gonna cost Plebs a little bit there. Oh my goodness. Look at that, just dawdling around the racetrack. Being an absolute nuisance. Look at it. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Daniel Kuhn nearly ran into it. Blake Stevenson nearly had a moment there at the exit of turn 4. Oh, that is just purely rubbish. And there you go, Steely has left the session. Gee whiz. Alright, well, Plevy is closing. The gap right now after the pit stop was 3.2. It's now 1.9. Yeah, Bags, I think, would need to get by Roscoe as quickly as possible. Yeah, if Roscoe didn't get that 5-second penalty, he definitely would have had an absolute masterclass strategy of just how he timed it to perfection. Just, yeah, speed in the pit lane is just what's going to cost him. The gap is 1.6 between Bags and Plebs. The two Ferraris are broken away from one another. Spicer on the back of Farmer Sam. Not quite close enough. Spicer, who was in the midst of this battle for the race lead, right now sits in 7th. Levi, though, got the worst of it, really. He's all the way down to 12th after being in the battle for the race lead. Through turn 7, turn 8. Oh, nope, not quite close enough. Into turn 9. Oh, that's a massive tank slapper. Dearie me. least he pulled up the car. Plebs is also right in the back of Bags. Look at the gap now, as you can see. Prezzo is retired on the main straight. Safety car has come out with 7 laps to go. Crashing out on the final corner onto the main straight. Has now become retirement number 4. Roscoe goes in to serve his penalty. He'll definitely drop back though quite a bit. It's unfortunate for Roscoe. Really, really unfortunate. Yeah, he's probably going to come out behind. I probably imagine he'll be behind Davis. 5 seconds served. Oh no! Davis is not going to stay out. He's coming in. Scotty is staying out. Same with Alex. He's actually going to come out just about ahead of Scotty. Oof. Just got him before the safety car line. Right, so Davis is in and Levi's in as well for a new set of inserts. Well, Lane's recovered nicely at least. Oh, well, I was going to say he was up to 11th, but no, apparently Davis kept the position. But still, he's not... At least he's recovered somewhat after the drive-through penalty. I'll give Lane a bit of credit for that. Yeah, so Aiden retired. Jack retired. Steely retired. Yeah, Steely and Aiden, I believe, were... Well, Aiden, I remember, was a voluntary retirement. Same with Steely, but both the Preslin brothers... No, they were genuine retirements, and they were both of them, of course, safety cars. Right. Yeah, so it won't be many laps left into the race. Let's see. Excuse me. Once the safety car comes in. Excuse me. I'm probably gonna guess we're gonna have 4 laps to go when we get back on the green. Or no, maybe 3 laps to go. There's still a bunch of cars that are still back there dawdling. Need to get back up to the safety car line. Or safety car pack, sorry. Right. Alright. Yeah, we're waiting for, I believe, a pull-up FC, and then Banana and Pato. Penalty situation. 3 seconds for Farmer Sam. 3 seconds for Apollo Pepsi, and 3 seconds for G-Force Pato. Actually, we don't need a tire graphic, I just remembered. The only thing I gotta remember is Roscoe and Davis are on fresher tires, and so is Levi, Apollo, Banana, and Pato. Oh, that's quite a bit blurry. I felt like I had double vision there for a second, because I just saw like the safety car go bigger in the raindrop on the camera lens. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be going for another lap under the safety car. hello. What's happened here? Why was... Oh. What's Spicer... Okay. Oh, goody. Well, apparently Spicer and Farmer Sam have got illegal overtakes. Great to see. Alright, well, let's let that sort themselves out. I'm not sure if that was basically a not very happy weave or what, or just a sorry weave. Yeah, because I saw those two overtaking each other at turn 14, and yeah, the safety car, or the safety car, illegal overtake prompts must have came up for the... Well, speaking of more overtaking, Banana and Levi, what on earth are you two doing? Okay, well, let's let they sort themselves out. Pato just needs to catch up now, and... Alright, so that means we'll have 3 more laps to go in this race. Here, Shanghai. Alrighty. Okay. Well. We're lap 53 of 56, which will soon be lap 54 of 56. That's when we'll get back under green flag conditions once again. What are the Ferraris doing? They're quite close to one another there. Alright, safety cars coming in this lap. So, Bags Liddell, well, like he did in the first restart, will lead the second restart. Matt Plevy is right behind in second position, along with Daniel Koo and his teammate Blake Stevenson. Follow that with Farmer Sam, Sebastian Spicer, Dutchy, Roscoe, who did pit for a new set of intermediate tires, but that was also because he had to serve the 5-second penalty that he wanted to get rid of. And then Scotty and Alex. That is your top 10. Alright, well, good luck to everyone. You've got now 3 laps to get through this. And hope to God you don't get involved in any sort of accident. Although, knowing these conditions, there's more than likely a chance something could happen. Leaving about behind. That's one of the Alpha Bears. That might be Banana doing that. Okie dokie. Well, here we go. When does Bags go? Not going yet. Not going yet. And now he's going. He's gone. We are back under green flag conditions. 3 more laps to go here in this Chinese Grand Prix. Roscoe has overtaken Dutchy there for 7th position. As they now make their way up towards turn 1, running wide is Farmer Sam. Spicer looking interested. Dutchy going back at Roscoe on there at turn 2. He gets in front. Spicer now moves in front of Sam. Position's being changed at the back as well. Davis falls back to 13th. Kerfuffle of cars as well. Oh my goodness me! Makes contact, I believe, with Banana as they make their way up to turn 6. Pata looking interested, and I cannot find any move there into turn 4. Meanwhile, Apollo and Lane Everyham are side by side, heading up towards turn 7. The AlphaTauri gets it front, at least for now. But meanwhile, at the front, at least, only a couple of positions have been made, at least. Spicer has moved up to 5th, as you saw. There was a scrap between Roscoe and Dutchy, but Dutchy got the position back, as you saw there earlier. Alex and Apollo Pepsi. Oh, off the road goes Alex. And a bit of contact, I think, there between Lane, or maybe, actually, no, it might have been just a moment there from Levi. Not a contact. Dutchy, though, looking interested on Farmer Sam. He gets in front up to 6th place. And Matt Plevy, meanwhile, has taken the race lead back away from Bags Liddell. With just 3 laps to go. Under 3 laps to go, almost. Alex and Levi. Oh my goodness, Levi goes a bit off the curve there a little bit. We now head on to lap 55 of 56. 2 more laps to decide this Chinese Grand Prix. Top 5 still close. Oh, but a bit wide there. That was Blake. There at turn 2. There's Spicer right behind. Can't find anything there as Alex and Levi still scrapping out. Meanwhile, a little further back as well is Banana and Davis. Oh dear, how's this gonna go? Oh, that's close. Oh, that was contact, major contact. Oh, his lane nearly outbreaks himself. There in turn 6. Yellows, that's out, that's Davis as he retires on track. Oh dear. Meanwhile, the plebs has started to pull away a little bit. Definitely has got some pace at these sort of conditions. Oh, his Bags nearly threw the position away at the exit of turn 10. Like Daniel Koo right on the back of Bags. Yeah, Pleb's looking quite strong at least. Yeah, he was looking strong in the conditions before the safety car came out. Now Levi overtakes Apollo Pepsi. That is for 10th place. Down the back straight. He's back into the top 10. Apollo, though, wants an answer. Daniel Koo and Bagsadell. Bagsadell goes off the road a little bit. There at turn 14. Scotty overtakes Roscoe on. As Daniel Koo now moves up into 2nd place. I think 1st place is sorted, but who's going to finish on the podium? Oh dear, who's going to finish where? Because there's still more. Oh my goodness, off the road goes Banana. Oh dear, Alex, I think, got involved in that too. Oh dear, as Banana goes into the wall at the final corner. Becomes our 5th or 6th retirement. Oh dear. I don't believe that. Banana's not going to be happy about that. Meanwhile, Apollo and Levi, they're still scrapping it out. Apollo gets in front. The podium still needs to be decided here. Like I said, Matt Plevy, I think, has secured the race win. But like I said, who's going to finish on the podium? I think at the moment it's just going to be settled with Daniel Koo taking 2nd and Bags taking 3rd. As we head around turns 11 and 12 and through the right-hander of turn 13. Yeah, look at the gap. 2 seconds. Plebs has just pulled away in these conditions. Here we go. Up to 14. Can Bags send it here? No is the answer. He has to stay behind. Meanwhile, though, Matt Plevy is going to come around the final corner. He'll come out victorious. He wins the Chinese Grand Prix as Daniel Koo takes 2nd, Bagsadell 3rd. Dutchie gets a penalty. Blake Stevenson 4th, Spicer 5th. As Scotty gets ahead of Dutchie. Roscoe Armin 8th, Levi in 9th, Farmer 7th in 10th, Apollo in 11th, Lane in 12th, Pato 12th, 13th, sorry, and Alex will finish in 14th. Blake Stevenson gets driver of the day. Well, actually, we'll see how many positions he gained over the course of the race. But in the end, doing a bit of wizardry. Harry Potter, is that you? It's Matt Plevs Plevy who takes the win here in the Chinese Grand Prix. Daniel Koo finishing 2nd, was the pole sitter, but in the end we'll finish in 2nd. Bagsadell, though, put up an effort, but unfortunately only will come out in 3rd. Funny enough, the podium is basically the top 3 teams in Formula 1. How ironic. A Red Bull, a Ferrari, and a Mercedes. Oh yeah, that's right. Blake Stevenson started at the back because he had he got disqualified during qualifying. Wow, yeah, 16 places. So yeah, no, that's definitely worthy of driver of the day. Definitely for sure. But yep, Matt Plevy wins. Daniel Koo 2nd, Bagsadell 3rd. Blake Stevenson forward, followed by Spicer, Scotty, Dutchy. As you saw, Dutchy did get that 3-second penalty. I guess that must have happened in the final corner. Roscoe, Levi, Farmer Sam, Apollo, Lane Everingham, GeForce Pato, Alex, and then your retirees, Banana, Davis, Prezzo, Steely, Orphan Drop, and Aiden is the last of the order. And there you go. That concludes the Chinese Grand Prix. What a very bit of a weird, interesting race. We did at least get a bit of drama here and there. Definitely got some of the last bit. Ah, I see. Well, there you go. I've been officially kicked from the lobby because, well, I'm not part of that race net stuff. That's because I don't have a car. But anyway, yeah. 56 laps of all that, but we finally got through it. Not the 6 cars are retired there, unfortunately, but there you go. Oh, alright. Well, with that, I think it's time to wrap up the stream. Been a bit of a long race and a long night. But, yeah. Anyway, I have been K1997. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you back next week for round 2 of the championship at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez in Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix. Take care, everybody, and goodbye.